If you guys are anything like me, you've been watching the news recently and wondering how the heck you're supposed to plan a wedding right now. And I don't really have the answers to that because I don't know how to plan my own wedding with everything that's happening right now. I think your only options, honestly, are to have a super small wedding, to elope, or to postpone until maybe next year, maybe 2022 if you want to have the typical big guest count. So I guess that's why you've seen on my channel, I'm kind of trying to inspire myself and you / keep excited about wedding planning in some small ways, like thinking of DIYs and dress try-ons, things like that that I can still do even though I can't really plan for our wedding right now, just because it feels weird with everything that's happening in the world, and just we just don't know when we can have a wedding. So I'm just trying to find kind of like other fun wedding stuff that I can do that isn't exactly planning my own wedding, but that's just like exploring fun and unique wedding stuff. I'm not really sure if I'm making sense, but bottom line is I hope that you're still enjoying these wedding videos, even though like wedding planning is kind of dead at the moment, at least in any traditional sense. And today I want to share a list of some of the rudest things that you can do as a wedding guest, because I feel like this is something a lot of us can relate to. Sometimes, surprisingly, it's not universal, and what's rude to one person isn't considered rude to another person, or to one culture isn't considered rude to another culture. So it's just kind of fun to go over this list. Let me know if you agree that these things are super rude in the comments down below. I also want to point out, guys, that I've been doing some short 60-minute videos and posting them on my channel, so I'm sorry if those are annoying you. They're supposed to be kind of fun and helpful, and it's just part of a new YouTube feature that lets you put 60-second videos on your channel. So if you were confused, that's what that is. I won't be doing them all the time, but kind of occasionally, just to add to my twice-a-week videos full-length videos that I make on this channel. And speaking of, if you like wedding DIYs, affordable dress try-ons, creative wedding ideas, all that stuff, please consider subscribing, because that's what I like to talk about here. Okay, so the absolute rudest things you can do at a wedding, according to goodhousekeeping.com. The first one is you arrive too early. I think it says more than 30 minutes early, because 30 minutes early is probably nice to do, but those guests that arrive super early to anything, and I'm gonna go ahead and agree with this. I hate when people arrive early if I'm having people over. I know that they're trying to be helpful and polite, but really, I'm a person who's always running a little bit late, and I feel like a lot of stress and pressure when guests are super early to any kind of event. I don't know, what do you guys think about this? Or you arrive too late. You grab a bottle from the open bar. You complain about the quality of the food. That is just very wrong. You get upset about your own romantic life. To be fair, weddings can be very hard and trigger a lot of emotions in people. The next one is you dress like a bridesmaid on purpose. I feel like that's just kind of weird. Like, why would you want to dress like the bridesmaids on purpose? If it's unintentional, then fine, but otherwise that's just kind of a little bit sad and weird, no? You get aggressive during the bouquet toss. Yeah, that's kind of rude. But I mean, some people are just very competitive, right? You notify the couple when something is wrong. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, on the one hand, maybe I would like to know if I don't know. I just, my sense of curiosity makes me think I would want to know if something was going wrong at my wedding. But I think it's true. If you have spent tons and tons of money on your wedding and then somebody is telling you to come deal with the situation, maybe that's not great. You act tired or bored. Yeah, don't act tired and bored at somebody's party, especially at somebody's wedding. Yeah, I agree, that's very rude. You text the bride or groom on their wedding day. Only mean text, right? I think it's okay to say like, yay, congratulations, oh, I'm so excited. Maybe don't expect a response because they're really busy, but I think it's okay to send a nice text, no? I have a feeling this is more referring to like asking where the event is, or for some tips or advice, and that's just really annoying. Yeah, like go check your invitation, check the wedding website. Don't text the bride on the morning of her wedding asking for an address. You don't respect the religious rituals. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you have to respect the rituals of whatever kind of wedding you're going to, and don't make rude or offensive comments or anything like that. I think that goes without saying. You RSVP for one, but then bring a date. Come on now, people. You forget to put your phone on silent during the ceremony. You talk during the ceremony. You sit in the first row. I'm assuming that means that you're not part of the immediate family or wedding party. You forget to RSVP. Competing with the bride's dress or updo. I think that's kind of a well-known one. Don't wear white. Don't outdo the bride. I think that's a saying, right? You can't make it anymore and you don't let anyone know. Weddings are expensive. Let people know if you can't make it and just try to make it. If you said that you would go, do everything you can to try to be there. You leave your wedding favor behind. I really don't think this is people trying to be rude. I think people are just drunk and tired and they leave without their wedding favor sometimes. So I understand that one, but yeah, it is heartbreaking when you spend a lot of money on wedding favors and people don't take them. You bring a big present to the ceremony. That's one that I don't think everybody would find obvious, so maybe that's important to point out. It's just that people will then have to like lug that giant gift around. It's really nice, but like, what do you do with it for the rest of the night? You take your own pictures and then post them on social media. Yeah, that's not great. I feel like this also happens when people have a baby for the first time or like any kind of event where the people whose event it is should be able to control the social media aspects of it. And I think it can be messy and it's probably getting harder and harder. But yeah, just think a little bit. Don't just post stuff on social media without reflecting a little bit and asking around if you're not sure what's appropriate and what's not. You question the couple's no kid policy. You give an inappropriate toast. You don't sit at your assigned table. You drink too much. I feel like I have been guilty of this one in my early 20s. I'm really sorry. So yeah, that's just a few of the rudest things you can do at a wedding. What other rude things have you seen at a wedding? Have you done any rude things at a wedding? Let us know in the comments down below. Try to stay safe and hopeful and positive during these crazy times. Watch out for yourselves, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you again so much for watching. Bye.